Hello to you beautiful people, my courageous and wonderful family of light. Welcome back once again. Thank you for being here. I've had a couple of days off, a little bit under the weather. We've had cold and then hot and cold and hot, and I ended up with a little bit of a runny nose and needed a little extra rest. So I hope that you have had a wonderful few days, that you've had some time to contemplate yourself as a new human. And that's a little bit about what I want to talk about today. In every moment that we are here, from the moment you open your eyes in the morning and become aware that you're either in bed or that you've fallen out of bed or that you're sleeping on the couch or wherever you are, that you have an awareness that you are still in your body and comfortable or uncomfortable, that you had a good night's rest or that you wrestled with something. For me, it was the cold toes. And that you just begin to feel awake and alive and begin whatever process you go through to start your day. We've talked about that. You know how I feel about being grateful for every moment that you are on this planet and alive and able to take nourishment. And my dad used to say, if that having a penny in your pocket meant that we were on the way to being able to eat this week. And so, even don't ever pass up a penny on the sidewalk. That's my advice. But what I want to say is, did you know that in every single moment, there is not one moment that passes you by that you aren't a new human, that you aren't somebody who is brand new? It's scientifically proven that in any given moment we have cells of the body that are sloughing off and disappearing and being washed out of the body, and that things are happening, and that over a 7-year period, and I have a feeling that's been escalated a bit, so that it's less time, but that over a 7-year period you have completely regenerated yourself into a brand new body, a new physical body. And so you have this opportunity to be aware that in every breath, millions of cells, old used up cells, are leaving your body, and that you have new cells replacing those that are jumping ship to go to their burial ground. And so that makes you a new human in every breath that you take. Imagine that you are able to create and stimulate new healthy cells on an ongoing, continuous basis, and not storing up those old cells. And that requires 3 things, because the way I think that you are, and I am, is that we're a body, we're a mind, and we are a spirit or soul having this experience. And I always get a little confused between spirit and soul, so we'll leave that for another time. But we're those 3 things. You are indeed more than you think you are. You're a body that requires nourishment and healthy foods to sustain it, to whatever work or job or project you have going. You have mental, emotional component that the more happy and healthy you are, can uplift and encourage you throughout your day. And in fact, our thoughts can be quite stressful, or can help us to breeze through a day on a happier note. And so each moment of every day ought to be a time where you're contemplating who you are and how happy you are and how things are going and whether or not this is a time where you're enjoying your life. So I always say when I wake up, or even at times throughout the day when I'm catching myself in a bad mood or in a place that's taking me on a downward spiral, I always try to stop myself. Once you become aware of what is happening, you have that ability. You are extremely powerful. You are the master of your thoughts. You are, we've talked about that, we are attempting to become the master of all those things. Once we master our thoughts, you will not believe how much healthier your body will be. Oh, and there's our Kira doing a little stretch in the background there. So every single moment that you take a breath, and that oxygenation is part of what helps the cells to be spent and to leave the body so that new cells can come in, gives you an opportunity to have another new building block towards a new life. And that new life begins now, begins with that breath, begins with that saying, how is it going? And, you know, what is happening with me? And I need to stop that? Or can I stop it? You are the master, and yes, indeed, you can. Tell yourself that. I can stop this because it's a thought, and a thought is a thing, and things are in your backpack continuously. In your backpack is either light or heavy at any given moment during the day. So what happens when you catch a cold, as I did? I just take it as a time to realize I've been working too hard, doing too much, not paying attention to wearing a little bit warmer clothes. And that's been a challenge because where I'm at the moment, where I'm staying at the moment, is in a beautiful spot that can be this spring weather, and so it can be frost on the ice on the pond in the morning, and approaching 70, or even here it got a few days ago, it got up to near 80. And you're trying to peel stuff because you're wearing warm sweaters and whatnot, and then you're going to bed at night and it's all cold again. But it's a time for me to slow down, grab a book, take a breather, and take better care of myself. Add the layers so that you can peel it off. Go for an extra walk and get out in the sunshine if it's possible. Grab your umbrella, or from the Pacific Northwest where I'm from, we put on our rain boots, and I just call those it's liquid sunshine outside, and you need an umbrella or your rain boots, your duck feet, to get out and enjoy it, because even that, being cooped up in a house, is not terribly healthy. So, eat a little bit healthier foods. I drank quite a lot of tea, and there's a couple of different kinds that I like, but that's very warming, and it gets you a little bit of the extra liquid that you need to flush, so the body can flush appropriately. Stay away, when you're not up to snuff, stay away from sweet and sugars and carbohydrates, and eat more warming foods that will flush any toxins that you have that are building up, that are working against you by causing an increase in resistance to your healthy immune function. And so eat healthy, nourishing, uplifting, warming foods. take care of your body by moving, and even if it's looking up seated yoga on your YouTube channel. Go look for that and do a little movement so that you're moving material through and allowing it out of the body. And then we've got the mental emotional component. So if I'm really sad or feeling like nobody loves me, or I just don't have a lot of expressions, I guess, because for the most part, when I notice I'm sad, I turn to, and if I'm not able to move myself out of it, I have a tremendously happy picture of my grandson, who's 9 months old now, and he's always smiling, and his tongue is either hanging out or, his eyes are lit up, and he's beaming, and now he's getting a couple of teeth, and so he's just a happy boy. I have a couple of pictures there that all I have to do is look at that, think about it, and you can see the look on my face. It lights me up like a firecracker. It's just a delightful thing to do. If you don't have something that will do that instantaneously, stop the downward spiral momentum, then go on and find on YouTube a Laurel and Hardy, a Lucille Ball video, some uplifting music. I used to just love Martha Wash, and I did my vacuuming and dusting to this upbeat, robust music. And there's such a tremendous variety of music. So put on something that's uplifting. Read something that's uplifting. Listen to a wonderful speaker. Open your Bible. Do whatever it is that will help you to reclaim a little balanced awareness of where you're at. Pay attention to all three of those things: your body, your mind, your mental emotional component is the mind, and your spirit. And I promise you that you can turn your world around. It's a new life. Every time you turn it around, you're starting yourself, taking a step into a new you, into a new life. You're stopping momentum that doesn't serve a useful purpose. You've heard me say those words before. And call a friend. Get an uplift from whatever you can, wherever you can, and integrate those three things: your body, your mind, and your spirit, to bring about a happier day. So that's it for me for today. So begin your new life thinking about that with every breath. As the old cells leave, so do old limiting thoughts and beliefs. I want to thank you for being here and joining me today. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up, sharing, and subscribing. And have a really good day. And I will see you in the next video. You know that I love you this much. Those go all the way around the world. I'll see you later.